Yo, what is happening, folks? It's Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back another amazing episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome, where we review, unbox, give our first reactions of all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, McFarlane figures, and anime, with the occasional convention, theme park, and all sorts of stuff sprinkled in. Whatever it may be I want to talk about, I will talk about and let you know, and I will unbox figures so you don't have to. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and just show your support and get notified when we have new videos all the time. We're getting ready. We're looking at 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so let's make it happen. And so with that, I want to bring you to the DC universe as we get ready to open up a new McFarlane figure that I've got. I've been waiting to talk to y'all. I didn't see you Monday. I missed y'all on Monday, but it's Wednesday, so let's do this. And here he is, folks, one that I have been looking forward to for a while. Brainiac. He's a Brainiac on the floor, and he's fighting Superman for candor. He is Brainiac, folks, sure, and he cost me some money, mainly $24.99. But here he is, folks. This is him. This is Superman's, one of his arch nemesis. First appearing in Action Comics number 242 in 1958. Basically, most of his, there's all sorts of continuities, but he's originally from the planet most frequently known as Kalu. Brainiac's artificial mind and body have morphed several times over the decades, but his unquenchable thirst for absolute knowledge, regardless of the billions of innocent lives he might destroy in the process, has made him one of the deadliest villains in the universe has ever seen. For Brainiac, the knowledge he acquires is only valuable if he and he alone possesses it. No one else. But thanks to his highly advanced computerized brain, Brainiac is always 10 steps ahead of his opponents, even ones as clever as the Superman. However, his inability to see beyond pure logic has always been his downfall. But like a bad computer virus that never gets fully purged, Brainiac always manages to turn up again when one least expects him. So that is his history according to DC. He's been all over the place. This one is the Injustice 2 version, as you can see from the box. Very, very cool. Love this figure. I want to get him out of the box. Love this artwork. That is awesome. But he's not meant to be in the package. He's meant to come out of the package. So Brainiac, won't you get out of the package now? Here he is, Brainiac, out of the package. I don't know why. Again, I default to Arnold because he kind of looks like Arnold a little bit. But this guy looks freaking amazing. Just the colors, the overall weathering on the body, I think it looks great. Now, if you're not familiar with Injustice 2, if you never played any of the Injustice games or read the comics, as y'all know, Injustice, the Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane, so Superman kills the Joker and puts his own form of justice on the world, and it's pretty much him versus Batman and a bunch and other people. The video game was kind of cool, made by the same people who made Mortal Kombat and things like that, so really, really cool if you're into DC and you're into gratuitous violence. Those video games were awesome. But this is the figure. He looks great. Just like all McFarlane figures, has 22 points of articulation. He comes with these tentacles, so you can pose him with or without these little Dr. Octopus-like tentacles that you can use, which is really, really cool. You also get the obligatory DC stand, which you need to use with a lot of your McFarlane figures, because I really do have trouble posing them. And then you get this beautiful card with that beautiful artwork of Brainiac just ready to annihilate Superman and the Justice League. But let's take a closer look at the man himself, Mr. Brainiac, and we'll bring him in. Bring the camera up just a hair. so we can kind of take a better look at that face sculpt. I mean, they did a really, really great job. I wish the eyes were a little more pronounced. That would have been great. But the green on the face, this pink right here just really offsets everything. I think looks really, really great. The weathering effect on this armor looks amazing. And just the overall feel and just the overall look is very, very good. I think it looks great. So if you take a look at him from a rotisserie view, but there he is from the front, from the side, from the back, and from this side. And so from an articulation standpoint, well, before we get into that, of course, we've got to get into the normal ramen scale that we got too. We've got 4. I think he is going to be 6 ramen noodles high. So there you got him from, yep, 6 ramen noodles high. So from the ramen scale, that is about where he lands. So lots of sodium in your diet, and Brainiac knows how to get the best noodles and make them his own. They're best before April 26, 2024. I gotta eat these pretty quick. But let's get into some articulation with him. The head is on a ball, but the interesting thing, this back part right here doesn't give you a 360 because the back part of his armor kind of gets in the way. And then the arm, you do have this, you see this ball joint right there. It's a little loose, but that's okay. It lets you pose that arm however you want to. This armor is flexible, so it does come up. So you can get that arm out really, really good. And you have the twist right here, and then you also have the bend at the elbow, which is on a double joint, so you can really bring that fist in. And then you also have the hand is on a rotating kind of ball joint as well. So really, really cool. The waist, you do have the ab crunch here, and you have the 2-part waist where you have that movement there, as well as the movement here. Then the legs, you can, you can really Jean-Claude Van Damme him there. You can get that posed out really, really great. And so we can pop that up like so, pop this back. Not as far back because his butt kind of gets in the way, but the knee is on a double joint, and then the foot is on a ball as well, does rotate, and you have the foot bend as well on there. So got some really good posability with Brainiac. The bad part is it took me a while to get him standing on his own, and now it'll take me a while again to get him standing. Oh, nope, there we go. He looks kind of weird like this. I am Brainiac. Bow to me, Skeletor. There we go. No, that looks weird. There we go. That's how he was standing right there. And then we can just throw these on. And that's what I'm going to do. They just kind of pop into the back. You can kind of see right here. No particular order. You can stick them however you like. And just get them in the holes. And I don't like that. I like this up here. There we go. Like that. I like that. And you can choose, again, you can choose to put all of them on or just some of them on. Up to you how you want to play with it. You play with your toys however you feel fit to play with them. That is up to you. And so, yeah, that looks kind of cool. Got all his tentacles all over the place. That he can kind of do his thing and make things happen. And so let me get him on his stand so it kind of makes it a little easier for him to kind of stand posed, and that way we can kind of put him back here and show him off with some other characters. Let's bring some other folks in here to take a look with Brainiac. So I'll be right back. And here he is with my motley crew of figures. So I've got McFarlane Toys. This is the Superman versus Doomsday Superman. We got Batman Nightfall right there. We also have my 6-inch Mando, my 3.75-inch Ahsoka Tano, and my 5-inch Nezuko-chan from Demon Slayer. And then, of course, my Voyager class Nacelle here from the Transformers. So you can kind of see how he scales to all of them. Brainiac seems to be a head taller than most of everybody, which I think would be cool, is intimidating. Now, the Superman that this goes with, I don't have him open yet, but this right here, it's the Injustice Superman, and so I will open him up eventually and give you my review with him, and so that way they can kind of fight together. But there he is. I think Brainiac just looks super amazing. Pros, I think, again, I think the attention to detail, I think McFarlane hit it out of the ballpark on this one with just the attention to detail. Some cons, I wish, again, his eyes, but if you're a modder, you can really get those eyes looking good in there. And then I just always have trouble posing these figures. But what's great, like I said, you could take these tentacles off and not even have those if you don't want them. You can have maybe 2 of them if you want to. You can do it however you want. You can even pop this guy down here, and we can have that kind of like there, and maybe one of these right here, and just really gnarly looking there. That's awesome. There we go. So you can have just some really cool, just nice AI looking kind of crap happening there. But let's get back together for some of my final thoughts on Injustice 2 Brainiac. Well, my final thoughts on Brainiac. Look at him. Look at him. He looks just so cool. This is, again, one of my, another one of my favorite McFarlane figures, one of my favorite villains of all time in the DC universe. So top 5 villains for me. The Joker, definitely, is up there. Lex Luthor, of course. Brainiac. Doomsday, and then, ooh, that last one. Who fills that? I think it's going to be Darkseid. Darkseid's got to be in there. I mean, the Anti-Monitor and all those guys are good, but those are the, like, Magnum level. I mean, all the other ones have some good places. Black Mantis, you know, Clayface, the Riddler, all those. There's a lot of... That's what I love about DC. There's a lot of iconic villains, but Brainiac, man, he's one of those, and I hope that when they release a new Superman movie or something like that, that this is the villain. This would be awesome. Bring in Brainiac. This would be cool. I think you would really have something cool to challenge the wits of Superman, because especially with the city of Kandor, which was this capital of Krypton, Brainiac shrunk that down into a bottle size, and basically now Superman kind of has a hold of the city of Kandor and takes good care and is a steward of it. But pros of this figure, I love the detailing. I love all the weathering effects. I love the fact that you can kind of mix and match these arms and put them however you want to. The pink really pops on this. The cons, again, with McFarlane figures, I really have a tough time posing them. And then the eyes, I think, could have had a little bit more detail in them. They look metallic when you get really close in there. I don't know if you can kind of see, but they got kind of a metallic finish, but I think they need to pop a little bit more. I think that would be great. Maybe make this green a little lighter green, maybe coming up with a new one, but for the Injustice, I think it's the proper green, but maybe make that a little bit lighter green so that the eyes can kind of pop out a little bit more. But overall, very nice figure. On a scale of good, bad, awesome, I'd give this a pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Very cool. I'm glad I got it. You can pick them up on Amazon, different places that you can get them. You can find them in GameStop. He's not a hard figure to find. He's not one of those gold that you got to chase down. You can definitely find this figure. I would add this one to your McFarlane collection any day of the week. I think he's great. And I think you would love him too as well. But that's all I got to say about Brainiac. So tune in next time when we talk about something else, good, bad, or awesome. And so in the meantime, why don't y'all be young, stay young, blah. And until next time, why don't you all stay young, have fun, and be awesome. Or just stay awesome. Y'all are already awesome. Just stay awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.